Now to a shocking upset tonight for Team USA at the Winter Olympics. The back-flipping skating sensation known as the Quad God had one of his worst performances and failed to medal in the free skate finals. That means host country Italy and Norway still lead the medal count. They're tied at 18, 4 ahead of Team USA. Here's Kelly O'Grady with what went wrong in Milan.
Tony, Quad God Ilia Malinin proved he is human tonight. Heavily favored for gold, Malinin said he blew it, finishing 8th with the expectations proving too much. Now, Malinin fell twice and aborted a number of quadruple jumps. He fought through the program while the crowd tried to lift him up, but it wasn't enough. After the U.S. skater said, quote, "The pressure is unreal," but adding he was proud of getting to the finish. Across town, the U.S. women's hockey team crushed Italy 6-0 in the quarterfinals and will take the ice next on Monday. And Lindsey Vonn shared her first on-camera update since the crash.
The quad god, who faltered at the Olympics and finished 8th when gold looked certain, has made some unexpected announcements, and everything about his return will be altered by what he disclosed. The first bombshell: he just landed something that no one has ever seen before on tape. Only a few days after the collapse, there was a rehearsal session at the Milano Ice Arena for the Olympic Gala. His arms were over his head as he landed a fresh quad axel. By altering the center of gravity, the Ripon variation, named after figure skater Adam Ripon, makes the leap much more difficult. This is what drives this really crazy. The only competitor capable of landing a quad axel is Ilia Malinin, who just executed an Olympic practice jump that had never been seen before. And the video went viral right away as others were still discussing his breakdown online. One user said, "Ilia just casually lands new jump variations right after one of the worst days of his life. And no one in the world has ever landed a quad axel in competition. He is changing, not hiding." The second shocking revelation was the mysterious Instagram post. On February 21st, 2026, he uploaded a video with a 5-word caption. His last performance at Milano, the Olympic Gala, occurs at that time. However, here is what he stated about it. "This is that version of the tale," he said. "The version that tackles the heinous internet animosity he has encountered. The explanation for what he referred to as the unavoidable crash. This performance is not an apology. It's not a redemption skate. This is a declaration. At the final display, he will demonstrate to the world what Olympic pressure really did to him on the ice in front of everyone. The world will be watching to see what he does in a few days." The third bombshell, the exclusive interview with Olympics.com. Ilia Malinin made a formal announcement about his comeback to competition less than 24 hours ago on Tuesday, February 17th. The World Figure Skating Championships, which will take place from March 23rd to 29th in Prague, Czech Republic. This is the startling part, however. He is vying for the World Championship for the 3rd time in a row. Since Nathan Chen won 3 consecutive from 2018 to 2021, something hasn't been done. "I am looking forward to getting myself that redemption competition," was exactly what he said. On the same day, he made an appearance on the Today Show, where he acknowledged that he was unprepared for the pressure of the Olympics, but that he is now. He is getting ready for a big return. What precisely transpired at the Olympics then? That led to these 3 surprising announcements. As Milano Cortina 2026 approached, Ilia Malinin was the obvious choice. 14 consecutive international victories, 2 world titles, 3 Grand Prix final titles, and an undefeated record since November 2023. At the Grand Prix final, he had performed a record 7 quads in one performance.
That resulted in a broken leg.
It's been quite a hard few days in the hospital here. I'm finally feeling more like myself.
The skiing star revealed she will have her 4th surgery Saturday after she hopes to return to the States, where she will have yet another operation. Vonn continues, though, to cheer on Team USA, telling the athletes to keep crushing it. Tony?
He said that after achieving his world record free skate score of 228.97, he was only performing at 85%. There was no doubt about gold. It was certain. First was the team event. The brief presentation will be held on Saturday, February 7th. He came in second behind Yuma Kagayama of Japan. Anxious. His performance wasn't the greatest. The free skate is scheduled for Sunday, February 8th. He won and earned the United States team gold, although his jumps were not at their best since he stepped out of a quad. In order to ensure that he was properly pacing himself before his maiden Olympic gold medal team event, he later said that he did not want to exert himself to the fullest. However, everyone was anticipating the individual competition and tension was already rising. February 10th, Tuesday, brief individual program. He gave Kagayama a 5-point advantage. His score was 108.16. It seemed like the quad god had regained control. He had the gold to lose. Even so, he acknowledged that he was nervous, stating, "So many eyes, so much attention. If you are not prepared to accept it completely, it might really affect you." Or free skate on Friday, February 13th. Everything broke down. His quad axle popped. Only he can land his signature maneuver into a single axle. On a quad Lutz, he tumbled. On a quad Salut, he fell. A total of 2 falls, many errors, and 72 deductions. His free skating score was 156.33. 15th in the section out of 24 skaters. Overall, he fell from 1st to 7th. Kazakhstan's Mikhail Shida took home the gold. Kagayama won the silver medal. Japan's Shunsato took home the bronze. Not even the clear favorite made it to the podium. Among the most shocking events in the history of Olympic figure skating, he did not conceal what transpired immediately after he skated off the rink. He claimed to have blown it. Then he went into more detail, in saying that all of his life's painful experiences began to flood his mind, and that the nerves were so overpowering. His legs were as hard as stone. He was unable to inhale deeply. He believed he was powerless. He continued by saying, all of this pressure. Being the Olympic gold hopeful and dealing with the media was a big deal. It was just too much to bear. I need your assistance before we go any farther. My goal is to get 1,000 subscribers by the end of February. Therefore, I would be very grateful if you could subscribe and support me. All right, let's go on. Ilia Malinin was practicing landing quad axle variants that had never been seen before shortly after the Olympic failure. Consider what it implies. He wasn't damaged. He didn't lose. He was experimenting, pushing the envelope, and making figure skating's toughest leap even more difficult. He was making history on the ice when everyone else would have been hiding. That person isn't finished. The individual in question is just beginning. Redemption skating was not the main event of the February 21st Olympic Gala. It was about revealing to the world what was going on in his head. This is that version of the story, he said. The tale of disgusting hate on the internet. The tale of overwhelming strain. The tale of the inevitable crash, as he put it. He wasn't offering an apology for the events in Milan. He was describing it. He was assuming command of the story. In a matter of days, he was performing in front of the world on Olympic ice. That requires a great deal of bravery. The announcement of the World Championship followed. Competition for redemption. The meaning of the two terms is clear. The pressure isn't making him flee. He is returning immediately to the largest stage outside of the Olympics. 6 weeks after the fall of the Olympics, the World Championships were held in Prague. He's aiming for his 3rd consecutive World Championship. But this is the most important thing. He said, I didn't understand how much that pressure was going to get to me in the Today Show and Olympics.com interviews. Understand in the past tense. In other words, he is ready now that he knows. He now knows what he is up against. That is how Milano and Prague vary from one another. He is now aware of the adversary, the weight of being the favorite, the expectations and the pressure. He has recognized it, given it a name, and is prepared to confront it once again. In 72 hours, N3 announcements. According to the ripened quad axle, I am still evolving. I am telling my story on my terms, states February 21st. According to the World Championship, I am coming for redemption. Everyone believed that the quad god was broken, but he just showed that he is everything but. His age is 21. This is the beginning of his narrative, not its conclusion. These 3 shocking revelations demonstrate that while the Olympics damaged him, they did not destroy him. The resurgence begins right now. Will Ilia Malinen's mental health suffer as a result of the Olympic disaster, or do you believe he will win his 3rd consecutive World Championship in Prague? Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. We will also be covering the World Championships in March, so be sure to subscribe. The narrative of the quad gods' resurgence is just getting started.